Well, it's felt like forever since I've done this. Welcome to the Free As Fuck Podcast. I'm your host, Lorne. Normally, I was hosting this with Marshall Holmes, but Marshall is doing some stand-up open mic stuff and life, and he just wanted to take a little break from doing the show. But I miss doing the show, and there's stuff in the world that I would like to talk about. So that pertains to this type of show. The first thing I want to talk about is Kyle Rittenhouse. And if you don't know who Kyle Rittenhouse is, it's okay. A lot of people probably forgot about the shit show that was 2020. Let's be honest. We just try to put it behind us. And Rittenhouse, even most of 2021 at this point, trying to put behind us. So there was the big uprising protest at Kenosha over the shooting of Jacob Blake. Kyle Rittenhouse was a 17-year-old teenager who decided to go up there and be a part of the anti-protest, bring his assault rifle and patrol the streets. Rittenhouse got involved in a couple altercations with some people, and 2 people got shot and killed, one of them wounded. So they charged him, and they booked him, and now he's on trial. So the prosecution has just rested their case against Mr. Rittenhouse. And I'm going to pull him up right over here. He's, like I said, he's a young kid, man. He's not that old. But let me pop this up. That's Kyle Rittenhouse. So here's where I think they're going to end up shooting themselves in the foot, for lack of a better description. They're trying to charge him with first-degree murder, first-degree homicide, and they're getting him with like reckless endangerment with a weapon. They got a couple charges happening, but first-degree murder is going to be tough, right? Because that's generally premeditated. It is premeditated. You have to say, I'm going out there explicitly to kill somebody. This kid shot people in a defensive maneuver, and that's where I think they're going to have a hard time getting them on these charges. This guy right here, he was the victim that was shot and survived. He's shot, I think, 4 times. No, maybe he was shot once. A lot of shootings going on. The guy that died shot 4 times. 3 times in the front, I guess leg, hand, and then once in the back. All of these people that he shot were actually advancing at him. That is going to be the prosecution's number one problem, right? 2 of them had weapons. This guy right here, he had a weapon on him. He was a off-duty paramedic. He started approaching Rittenhouse with hands up, then for some reason drew a gun, and at the point where he drew a pistol, Rittenhouse shot him, which arguably is kind of self-defense, right? This guy could have been saying it was self-defense, but I don't know, man. The kid is now 18. He's being charged as an adult. I don't think they should put pictures of him smiling and being kind of smug. But, he went out there and he was part of like this police cadet program thing that you could, be a part of and help protect the community. He thought he was protecting the community. The prosecution may have been pressured to charge intentional homicide by activists, but the very real fears of more deadly riots and state prosecutions failed to bend over the will. This doesn't mean they have a case. Problem is that there's a good chance that he might get acquitted of this. Now, I don't think he should be acquitted. I think that he should definitely have some consequence to being a minor with an AR-15, walking around, loaded weapon. You go out there and you enter a situation like that that's A, hostile, and B, hostile. And you what do you expect? People are out there burning the place to the ground. You cannot go shoot them. But people do. We have a lot of people out there with weapons, a lot of people that, especially through the whole pandemic, that were carrying weapons, didn't feel safe in their own town. So it's a lot, man. So right here, Rittenhouse fatally shot Joseph Rosenbaum at a car lot. After running from that scene, he shot and killed Anthony Huber. the way that they portray this in the media is that he was just out on a rampage. He wasn't on a rampage. There's video evidence of him before the shooting, of them kind of approaching him and altercations between them before this went down. At the end of the day, we weren't there, but there was, I guess, drone video of him as well. It's just so crazy. But like I said here, legal experts agreed that they had a bigger challenge going in. Some didn't come close to offering the kind of testimony sure to persuade jurors. The case has gone very badly for the prosecution. That's what they are saying. Prosecution has called witnesses that hurt their case, but sometimes you take the good with the bad. If I catch any of you guys alone tonight, I'm going to effing kill you, he recalled Rosenbaum shouting. Well, McGinnis promptly replied. He said, F you, and then reached for the weapon. Gal Pazinski, another Chicago-based defense attorney, said that vital testimony for the defense. If is not a threatening action that would put Rittenhouse in fear for his life, I am not sure what would be. Lunging for the gun. McGinnis also described Rittenhouse as appearing to do all he could to flee and even shooting shouting friendly at Rosenbaum to convey he meant no harm. It's a tough one, man, because you're putting into a situation here where you've got rights as an individual. You have rights to protect yourself. You have rights to bear arms. You have all of these things. But he was also carrying the weapon illegally. That sucks. But it doesn't take away your right to use it in a defensive position. So I would not be surprised to see Rittenhouse do little to no jail time. It's just where I'm at. It's kind of my prediction. I don't want to see unrest, but I feel like at this point, a lot of the United States has just tried to forget what was going on all around. So I think that, this one didn't get as much as the Derek Chauvin as far as overall media coverage, but he's out there. He's out there in the news right now, and we're going to see what actually comes of it. I don't see it going the way they think it's going to go. I see him probably doing, maybe amended charges. Maybe he gets like a couple years or probation. I could definitely see them trying to stick him with something to stop him from owning a weapon in the future. But we'll see. Right now, there's not much. Dude, there was so much video of it and altercations of it and photos. It's hard to say that, I feel like they just charged him with the wrong thing. They're going to get him with something. I just don't think it's going to have anything to do with homicide. Maybe in reckless endangerment, but he fired a weapon at somebody who was advancing toward him. Therein lies our problem. His life could have very well been in danger. Guy had a weapon. Other guy had a weapon. This is where we're at. So we're going to watch this and do a follow-up on it and see how it goes. Till then, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next FAF podcast.